Days Canada is witnessing some very big updates, and in today's video I will share two major developments with you, both of which are extremely important and significantly impact people living or planning to move to Canada. First update is that Trudeau government is facing very serious challenges, and even though the next federal election is set for October 2025, there is a possibility that the government may not last until that time. An update is related to a shocking new piece of data that is circulating online. We initially thought that around 70,000 students had work permits that were set to expire soon, but according to this new data, it turns out over 500,000 people could see their work permit expire between May and December of this year. Yes, you heard it right. 500,000 people are at stake. The updates that I'm about to share with you are both alarming and incredibly important. So make sure you stay tuned, and before we dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay informed with all these latest developments. By subscribing, you ensure that you will never miss any crucial updates like this. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Pawan Speaks Canada. I hope everybody is doing well. So let's start with the first update. Canada's Trudeau government is in danger. You have heard it right. The Liberal government, led by the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, does not have a majority in Parliament. They've been able to govern so far with the support of New Democratic Party, which was led by Jagmeet Singh. However, last night, Jagmeet Singh made a surprising announcement. In a video, he revealed that NDP is withdrawing its support for the Trudeau government. Well, this is a major development. It means that Trudeau government now finds itself in much more difficult situation. To govern effectively, they need 170 seats in the House of Commons, but without the NDP's backing, the Liberal Party is left with only 150 seats. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that the government will fall immediately. However, if a no confidence motion is brought forward in the coming days and the Trudeau government is unable to secure enough votes, it could be forced out of power. Now, you must be thinking that how will it impact you? So this puts the government in a very uncomfortable position, and its future is now uncertain. And from an immigration perspective, this could bring trouble to immigrants who want to come to Canada. The Trudeau government has been instrumental in making significant changes to Canada immigration policies, many of which have been beneficial to people seeking to work or study in Canada. If the government falls and elections are held earlier than expected, there is a real possibility that a conservative government could come into power. Historically, conservative governments have been less open to immigration than the Liberals. If that happens, we could see a dramatic different shift in Canada immigration policies, which could make things even more challenging for immigrants and international students. The second update I want to share with you is even more concerning. New data has surfaced online regarding expiring work permits, and the numbers are much higher than we originally thought about it until now. We believe that around 70,000 students in Canada were at risk of losing their permits and potentially being deported. But this new data paints a very difficult and much more alarming picture. According to this report, a total of 5,36,505 work permits are set to expire between May and December of this year alone. That's more than 5 times the number we initially thought, and it's a figure that has sent shockwaves throughout the immigration community. To understand this better, let's break down the number of months by month to give you a clear idea of the scale of this issue. In May, around 40,000 work permits are expected to expire. In June, the number jumps to 49,000. By July, we were looking around 81,000 expiring permits. And in August, the number is projected to be around 73,000. September, which is already upon us, we'll see around 86,000 work permits expire, followed by 61,000 in October, 72,000 in November, and 70,000 in December. So these numbers are staggering, and they highlight just how serious this issue is. The data only covers work permit issued under the International Mobility Program, which is categorically that includes several different types of work permits. For instance, it includes intra-company transferee, people who have been sent to work in Canada by their employer in other countries. It also includes people working in Canada under international free trade agreement, as well as those on postgraduate work permits, that is PGWPs, which allows international students to work in Canada after completing their studies. Additionally, the Youth Exchange Agreement program, which allows young people from certain countries to work in Canada temporarily, and the significant benefit work permit, which is issued to workers who bring significant benefits to Canada, are also the part of IMP. And even francophone workers and those on bridging open work permit, which allow people to work in Canada while waiting for their permanent residence application to be processed, are included in this data, which is very alarming. So now you must be wondering, what does this mean for 500,000 people whose work permits are about to expire? Well, at this point, it's actually very hard to say. The Trudeau government is in a minority position facing increasing pressure. So we don't yet know what steps they will take to address this issue. Will they extend the work permit of these 5 lakh people? Will they offer them a pathway to permanent residency? Or will they be forced to return to their home countries? These are all questions that remain unanswered at the moment, and situation is very fluid. If the Trudeau government does collapse and a conservative government comes into power, the future of 5 lakh workers could become even more uncertain. The conservative government have historically been less supportive to immigration and work permit extension, so this could spell trouble for those hoping to remain in Canada. So let me summarize this very quickly. To summarize, the two major updates I have shared today are that the Trudeau government could fall at any time and that over 500,000 work permits are set to expire between May and December of this year. Both these developments have the potential to create significant challenges for people living in Canada, especially those who are on temporary work permits or studying in the country. Please share this video with others who might be affected by these issues, because information which I have shared today is very crucial for anyone involved in the Canadian immigration process. We must stay informed about the facts so that we can make well-informed decisions in the coming days. And if you have any questions about the updates which I have discussed today, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching Pawan Speaks Canada. See you soon in my next video. Thank you.